Alright, you guys. Hey, welcome to Alicia's Color Street Party. I'm going to hop on here for a little bit and just kind of show you a little bit about Color Street, how to apply different color strips, nail polishes that we have, and show you our nail strengthener, our nail polish remover, and then some other little tips and tricks that I have. So, for starters, Color Street has different nail strips. So we have solids. This is our Midnight and Manhattan. This one. Then we have our nail strip designs. We have a glitters. We have a petite set, petite line. And these are more for like little fingers. We have a nail, it's kind of like an overlay, but it's a glitter overlay. Then we have our French manicures. We have our overlays. This is like a cheetah print. And then we have our clear as day, which most people can put over their manis to kind of give them the solids a little bit longer lasting stay and wear. And then we also have pedicures. So I'm going to put on a glitter today. I'm going to put on our Renewed Hope. It's one of our foundation sets that Color Street donates to the foundation for child awareness, child abuse. So I want to show you what all comes in that. So you just open it up. Oop, knocked it over. So you open it up, and once you open it up, it tells you how to apply. And then also another thing is on the packaging, it tells you like the names of each color set. And so when you open it, you've got this like little tray here, and inside comes a nail prep pad. This is just like a little alcohol swab to help clean off your nails. You want to get any type of oils or excess off your nails so that the Color Strip nail polish will stay. And then we have a nail file. Every single one comes with one of these. And then we have our Color Strip strips. So they each come with 16 strips. There's 8 in each. 8 in each strip. Okay, so before you get started on doing your nails, you will want to have clean fingernails before you get started. If you have nail polish on, you can take it off with any type of nail polish remover. So I'm going to show you 3 different sets of nail polish removers. I will show you different options like what I used to use. So you have just like an acetone nail polish. My nails are pretty thin, so I don't really use acetone anymore just because I noticed that it kind of started to break down my fingernails. But if you have like thick fingernails, go for it. And then there's also a Mineral Fusion. This one is more of like an oil based. It's non-acetone. I used to use this one a lot, but once Color Street came out with their own nail polish remover, I have fallen in love with this. This is non-acetone, more natural. It's got bergamot, black tea, fragrance, and I really like this. It doesn't dry my fingernails out, but it's a little bit more expensive than others, but it's a good nail polish remover. But Mineral Fusion kind of relates. It's pretty high too. So if you want a cheaper nail polish remover, acetone is probably your cheapest option, but personally I really like the Color Street. It has been my go-to since they came out with it. And sometimes Color Street has sales on it, so they have like, buy one, get one. I usually get 2 at a time. So when you're going to put your Color Street on, there's a little groove here, and you can just open it up. I'm gonna try to stay underneath the camera as much as I can, but I've got my phone. I might have to get some scissors. So open it up. Usually this is not as difficult. Okay, got it open. So after you get it open, you will pull out all of your strips, and you will see that in your strips there comes 8 by 2, so 16 strips, which is more than enough to do just one hand, and then you'll have some left over. Usually I'm able to do at least 2, and then even two sets of my own, and then if my little girls want to do nails, they can too. So with the nail strips, when I start to put them on, I like to break them apart. That's totally up to you. You can do it like this, but I like to break them apart so that I can maneuver and use them how I want. So when you get your nail strip, I like to, there's ways you can like bend them to see if they're gonna fit you. So you can see here, see I can use the pinky. I got little tiny hands. So first thing you'll do is you'll peel off this. Now, you might think I skipped a step. So I usually do this, and so we'll go ahead and do that. Sometimes I don't because I wash my hands really good with Dawn, and Dawn kind of get all those oils off anyway. But if you don't wash your hands with Dawn or any other like oil taking away, so then this is a good thing to get all the oils off your fingernails. And then I also like to get all the oils off my fingertips because I will be touching the Color Street. So we'll peel off this first layer. And then you can make like a little pile. I usually like to use my little thing, my little tray here as my trash pile. Kind of makes it a little bit easier when I'm doing cleanup to just go ahead and pile everything in there. And then your packaging, don't save it, because I will tell you what you can do with this when you're done with the strips to fit your fingernails. So I've seen this done a bunch of different ways. So I'm just going to show you how I do it. This is totally up to you. Everyone does it differently. But I like to pull this little tab up right here, just a little bit. And I take my thumbnail, and there's a perforated like semicircle right here. So I like to put my thumbnail on that and pull. And then my nail strip is left like this. And then I take this little sticky part and I put it in my trash pile. So after I get that, I like to peel this up very gently with my fingernail. And I get my pinky. See my pinky? And I will, and you want to make it where it's not going to be on your cuticle, but just on your finger. And I like to just take it and smooth it out. So there's different ways that you can use to get this excess off, because my pinky nail is really tiny. I have tiny hands, and you can use your fingernail as a little tool. You just push your thumb right into there and can help break off that excess, because this won't stick to your skin. This will only stick to your nail. So after you get that, then you will take your thumb, oops, I'm a little bit too, take your thumb and break it off, just like that. So you got this excess, just push it down. I like to use a little tool every now and then. And let me show you. So I don't know if anyone has ever seen one of these. It's just like a little nail tool. I like to take it and just make it go around. And then this kind of helps me get all that stuff off the edge. Okay. So I have been using Color Street for almost 2 years now. been a while. I tried it. One of my good friends, she was selling it, and I was hooked after the first couple times of using it, and I just continued. So where I kept my little nail strip on this, I didn't have to hold it with my fingers. Now, I've seen people take the whole strip off, put it on, but I just like to keep it on this little tab here. So then I take it around because I like the little nice little grooves, and I will pull this whole thing off. And like I said, my pinkies are tiny. Look at my other pinky. Super tiny. And so I just try to line that up where my cuticle is, and then I push down. See, my pinkies are tiny. So after I get that on, I do the same thing and pull it right off. So now this excess, I could give it to my little girls. They could wear it. But since they're not here today, I'm just going to put it over here in my trash pile. So after I have that pinky on, I've got two pinkies on. I've got both my pinkies on, and I'm going to move on to my next one. So then, oops, I got a piece on my finger. So the first color that I ever used was called Chelsea Later. It's pretty gold. Actually, Alicia put it on her fingernails, and I just love it. It's like a pretty light gold. They actually don't have it anymore because Color Street likes to get new stuff in, and when they do, they retire products. So once they retire products, they try to get new ones. Every now and then they will have the other ones come back out again. So now this one, since this is the next smallest one, I'm gonna put it on my pointer finger because that is the next smallest finger for me. So my fingers, to be honest, would actually probably more benefit from like a petite set because my hands are so tiny, but I've been using the regular sizes for so long that I just kind of know which ones go for my fingers. And so I just do that, brush it down, and then pinch it off. And then I will take my thumb and just do the edges. It just makes like a little crease, and then it's super easy just to peel off. And then I like to get this, I like to do the other side. One thing that you can do before you put your Color Street on is push your cuticles back. You'll learn that the more nail space you have, the longer of the strip you'll be able to use, the more of the strip you'll be able to use. So I'm going to push those down. And then I've got two done. Oops, sorry. So then I'm going to get that other side. Now see how I'm just peeling it up from that other end? And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do my other pointer finger. And another thing I like to do is I like to do my thumb last because my thumb really, 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 really helps me kind of get those edges that I want. So see here, I've got two. And then push them down. Let me see, where's my file? Let me show you. So I've got two done on each hand. And then once I start doing them, I like to take my file and just file down. That way it gets off that excess. So my little girls, they really like Color Street. My oldest for sure. My youngest is still trying to figure it out. She gets a little impatient, me trying to help her put her fingernail polish on. But I would be able to do their fingernails with this and my own. Okay, so once I get those two down, I'll do one more. I'm gonna do my ring finger. And peel the little strip. And then you can see, I can show you, you can just, this one is definitely a little too big for me, but once you see, like, this would be better for this. Which I'll go ahead and I'll put this one on this one. And so I peel my little tab up, take my thumb where that perforated is, and I pull, putting my other piece in the trash. And then peel that little semicircle up, and see, can you see really good? Lay it right there. Now these you can definitely pull up and remove however you want to. I've been doing this for a while, so I'm pretty good at putting them down kind of where I want them first time. But before I got pretty good at it, it just takes a little practice. And then I just smooth that out. And then I'm able to pull. Let's see, I can use my thumb too. Let's see, you guys can see. I'm really sorry if I'm missing some of the angles here. I was trying to set it up, the camera, so that I could use both of my hands instead of just one. See how this just peels right off your skin? It won't stay on your skin. It'll just stay on your fingernail. And then push that down. And then I take my file. Oops, I dropped my other half. And file. And those edges. Okay. Let me get this one I dropped it on the floor. So since I have this on there on the other side, it's saved it from getting stuck to the floor. So then I take this other edge of my Color Street and I put it right there. I just don't put it on my cuticle, only on my fingernail, and then smooth it down. And then I just take it and break it off. Like that. Okay, so I'm not going to do the whole set, but I'll show you another couple little tricks. So with your extra little package, so I know that I'm going to take out the sets that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use this one, and then I know that my thumb is one of these. So with the strips where you saved your packaging, you can open it up and you can break these up or however you want. I like to just kind of break them in half so they fit in the packaging again. And open it. And I like to just feed these down back into the little baggie. Now this is totally up to you. This is just has what works for me. This is not something that Color Street definitely recommends. It's just something that a lot of the other Color Street tips that they have shared. And so you put all your excess back in the bag so that I can use this color again. Put it back in there, and then you can take a straightener to the edges right here, or another girl had said to put like a piece of tape. I usually just do my straightener, and then someone also said that you could take like a lighter and kind of just light the edges to just seal that. So I will seal this up in a little bit. Another thing that I wanted to tell you is that, you know, after you do your nail sets, another thing that I really do like to do is I like to add like a nail strengthener. You can add this before. I didn't add it today, but you can add it before, and then you can also add it after. So those are just a few tips on how to get your Color Street on. If you have any other questions or concerns, please just, you know, comment in the comments. I don't mind to help in any way possible. You just let me know if you have any questions or concerns. But thank you. Have a good day.